town. When these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Oh, and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Fowler with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. Running free. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This offense watched their opponents struggle in their last game. They knew that there were some places they could try to attack, especially running the football, and they wasted no time. Opening drive, and they generate an explosive play.
The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Leaves it with the back. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chain. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Montgomery. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for room, it's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to pass on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to get it out quick. You've got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that happened fast, even in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the secondary.
Facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. Buys a little time with his feet. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The play action fake. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, they're faking it. He's looking for a man. It's not pretty, but it worked. He is way, way short of the line to gain, and they'll have to turn it over on downs. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the three. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They go to the ground. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Frazier. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 16 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run Lindsey Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long in their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's open on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, jump into it. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Marches ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. He wants to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. This one's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gator!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. Defense in press coverage. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're like ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollack. He really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. We assume he's going to punt it this time. He did complete a pass earlier. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a crease. It's Welsh. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. But he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Gators are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback may change this route. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead with the 6. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on second down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Jones wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on second down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Makes the catch. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of the week.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. And sometimes you just count your blessings, and the blessing for the offense was that the ball went out of bounds.
How devastating would that have been for this offense, Reese, if they had lost possession down here in the red zone? That would have been a killer for this offense, for their momentum, for the entire team. Really, really lucky that ball trickled out of bounds.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jones to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Welch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lost the throw again. This time he's got his man. At the 35, he's loose. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
From the red zone, it's Welch. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Sixth play of the drive coming up.
never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. The linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's got it.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Jones wants to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
I might think about protecting the QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. High game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. To convert, and he'll throw it. He rifles one deep to the left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. first down to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. Knocked down for the tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.